Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is FATIN AMEERA ASYIQIM from DLS 4A, matrix number 23 DLS 19F 2053. So today I will explain about trade union. The first question is determine the concept of trade union in organization. So what is trade union? A trade union is an organization made up of members, which is a members-based organization, and its membership must be made up mainly of workers. One of a trade union's main aim is to protect and advance the interests of its member in the workplace. Most trade unions are independent of any employer. However, trade unions try to develop close working relationship with employers. This can sometimes take the form of a partnership arrangement between the employer and the trade union, which identifies their common interests and objectives. To continue this presentation, I will describe the trade union. The purpose of this union is to look into the grievances of wages and present a collective voice in front of the management. Hence, it acts as a medium of communication between the workers and management. Regulation of relations, settlement of grievances, raising new demand on behalf of the workers, collective bargaining and negotiation are the other keys, the principal function that the trade union performs.
Assalamualaikum. My name Muhammad FARIS bin NAZERI. My matrix number 23DLS 19F2031. Today, I will present about public sector trade union. The first is definition. A public sector trade union or public sector labor union is a trade union which primarily represents the interests of employees within public sector or governmental organization. In public sector, trade union have civil services statutory bodies and local authorities. And the public sector example in Malaysia that I found is QPEX. The point of QPEX is first, Federation of Trade Unions of Government Workers. Second, spokesman for the public service workers. And the last one, Federation must register with Department of Trade Unions. Okay, next is public sector trade union purpose that I found is first is makes government employees aware not only of their rights but also of their responsibilities. Second one, knows not only to make imposition or demands but also to listen to reason. The third one, looks upon management not as rival but as partner to social and economic progress. And the last one, balances its interests with those of management and the agency as a whole. Thank you. That's all from me.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is NAJMI NADHIRAH binti AZAHARI and my matrix number is 23 DLS 19F 2007 and I'm from DLS 4A. So today I will talk about private sector trade union. What is private sector? Private sector is the segment of the economy owned, managed and controlled by individuals or organizations. Companies in the private sector are usually free from state ownership or control. The private sector can collaborate with the government or deliver a service of business venture to a community. Next, I will talk about the role of private sector. It's integral to the development of economy. Here are some specific roles of the private sector. The first one, significant stakeholders of the company. The private sector is an important player in the economy due to the input it makes to the national income. Particularly, it delivers vital goods and services, contributes to tax revenues and ensures that efficient flow of capital. The second one, generate employment. The private sector plays the pivotal role of generating employment opportunities within its community. A significant number of businesses are under the control of the private sector, which suggests that firms provide more jobs to the public sector. The third one, assist in development. The private sector plays a dominant role in different types of developments. Specifically, it enhances the process of industrialization and community improvement. Alternatively, the private sector contributes to community development through promoting businesses and cooperatives. It also attracts potential investors who promote and expand existing companies. The fourth one, provision of goods and services. The private sector is the main provider of goods and services. It promotes human capital development, which gives it the ability to produce more goods and services and therefore satisfy the market demand. And the last one, promote diversification of business. The private sector is full of firms conducting varied businesses. Essentially, this sector provides new companies with the opportunity to develop no matter the type of business. With this freedom, private companies are able to diversify their operations. Next is the main features of private sector. The main feature of the private sector is its management by private individuals without government involvement. But there are more features of the private sector, which is profit motive, private ownership and control, no state participation, independent management, private finance, and work culture of employees.
Next, I will continue the presentation. My name is Muhammad bin MOKHTAR. I am from class DLS 4A. My matrix number is 23 DLS 19F 2027. Next, I want to explain the National Trade Union. A National Trade Union Center or National Center or Central is a federation or confederation of trade union in a country. Nearly every country in the world has a National Trade Union Center, and many have more than one. When there is more than one national center, it is often because of ideological difference, in some cases long-standing historic difference. In some regions, such as the Nordic countries, different centers exist on a sectoral basis. Many national trade union centers are now members of the International Trade Union Confederation, although some belong to the World Federation of Trade Unions. Among the larger national centers in the world are the Canadian Labour Congress, the Australian Council of Trade Unions, the Congress of South African Trade Unions, and so on. That's all from me. Next, I will pass to ARIFF HAKIM to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you to Muhammad ASYRAF. My name is ARIFF HAKIM bin YAACOB. Matrix number is 23DLS19F2025. Okay, so I will continue about another private sector trade union is in-house trade unions. In-house trade union is formed workmen working for same employer. Membership may come from workmen in different occupations, and employee of statutory authorities may from union. But trade union act specific that they can only form in-house union. Or in-house union known as member are all employed by the same employer. For example, Malaysian Airline Employees Union and Telecom Berhad Employees Union. So this union is specific towards their own organization only. Okay, for instance, you can take a look at this. If a worker union suddenly from exist Berhad, for instance, want to join Telecom, they cannot. They cannot because it is specifically in-house only for workers of telecom. Or another example, Asia workers want to join MAS. They cannot because MAS Airline for union is an in-house one and is specific for MAS itself. So this is what we call in-house trade union specific organization.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is AMEERA ADILLA and my metric number is 23DLS19F2041. In this video, I will explain about employers union, why it's been established and what is employers union generally. Both have the same reason and have the same meaning, which is a response to the large and powerful national trade unions of employees. Next, what is employers union objective? First, it's to promote and protect the interests of their members, which means in this employers union, member can protect each other and also can promote each other interests. Second objective of employers union is to negotiate and deal with trade union of employees, which means employers union will help the individual of their unions to negotiate and deal with union of employees if there is any offer or contract occur. Third objective is to represent their members in any dispute between individual members and the employees of union. And what happens if one of the member of employers union having a misunderstanding with union of employees members? Employers union will help their members to settle the problem. So here is the type of employers union in Malaysia, and these are the one that are active till now. First is Malaysian Agriculture Producers Association, or we call as MAPA. Second is Commercial Employers Association of Peninsular Malaysia for commercial industry. Third employers union is Malayan Commercial of Banks Association, or MCBA, for banking industry. And lastly is Association of Insurance Employees, or AIE, under insurance industry. And next, I'm going to explain about MEF, or what called Malaysia Employers Federation. MEF is one of the main federation of employers in Malaysia. Established in 1959, MEF promotes and safeguards the right of their employers and their members. So, what is the vision of MEF? First, to be the premier employers representative at national, regional, and international levels, and to be the leader in the development of human resources and the promotion of good employment practice and harmonious industrial relations with a view to achieving national objectives. Next, what is the mission of MEF? The mission of MEF firstly is to promote the development of excellence in human resource management, HRM, to enable employees meet current and future business challenges. And the second mission is to promote productivity through inter-alaya harmonious employer or employee relationship. Next, I'm going to explain what is the advantage of employers union. First is to build greater equality in employers union. So what does this mean by greater equality? So there must, as we know, there must be a discussion and meeting in union. So between employers union member, they can change idea on how to give greater equality for their employees and workers. So next advantage of employers unions is to build better networking. Members can build better networking, and it will give so much benefit for their employees and also their company. So, and next and lastly is the conclusion that I can get from employers union is they help members to build each other in terms of financially, mentally, and ideally, and help members to be a better employers or boss by learning and exchanging ideas. Third is to achieve something better, and lastly, help members to gain more knowledge by hearing stories and changing experience and many more. And that's all from me.
for my explanation for employers union.